Okay, so this is Mrs. Norda, and I'm going to just do a short recording for you to help you know how to navigate this course and just start out on the right foot. And first, you go from your Genius account and you click on one of your courses, your Spanish course. Then you'll find that you are in this class, Spanish, where it says Hola, Spanish 1.1. And that first week of school, um, you did things like all this welcome and getting started and the selfie and the WSLP, the written student learning plan, where you had your LPC that had the first 9 weeks at least, which is this over here, and I'm updating that, so you'll have the whole thing soon. But it might change. I might switch things around a little bit, but mostly it's set for the semester. There's all kinds of information in here about how our class progresses, and then of course you turned in your Understanding My SLP. There's everyday resources here that can help you when you have questions. And then when we get down in here, week 2, where we are right now, that's when you start learning the Spanish. And of course, I want you every time to read your learning target and success criteria. Notice these things that say viewed, 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 submitted. Those have to be done in order to move on to the next thing. So I'm going to open this here where it says learning target and success criteria. And this tells us what to do this week, which is week 2. You're going to do Rosetta Stone Unit 1, Lesson 1, the workbook pages, the reflection, the lesson assignment. This is what I expect you to be introduced to, what you're going to practice, and this is your success criteria that you'll have all of lesson 1 done in Rosetta Stone and you'll earn at least 70% on all the points that you do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to, let's see, can I go to the previous? No, that's not where I want to be. Maybe I got to move this. Okay, I'm just going to go to modules. Okay. Okay, so we know what our learning target is. Now we're going to go into Rosetta Stone because that's where we're going to get our lessons. So at the very top of the page, you see Access Rosetta Stone Spanish 1 here. So you'll click there, and then it says Load Access Rosetta Stone Spanish here. You click there, and then it may come up with these Launch Rosetta Stone Foundations. I'm just going to left click it and see if it works. Sometimes you have to right click it, or you might have to hold down the Alt key and click it. I am in somebody's account, so it's going to show what this person has done. Okay, so I'm going to pull this over a little bit so you can see that this is Unit 1. There are more than 18 units in 19, let's see, 20 units altogether in Rosetta Stone. And Spanish per semester is 3 units. So the first semester of Spanish 1.1 is units 1, 2, and 3. So these are all the lessons in lesson 1. So this is the core lesson, and it tells you it takes about 30 minutes. Then you have to do a pronunciation lesson, a vocabulary one, a grammar one, a reading one, and a writing one. So I expect you to do all of these. And you should have like a green check mark next to them if they're done and completed. If you do them and you don't do very well at it and you miss a lot, it won't show a green check mark. You can go back and redo it. take notes along the way. You should have like a little binder where you take notes. Okay, so if you just add up these minutes, 30, 40, 45, 55, 65, 70 minutes in Rosetta Stone, okay? So that's not overwhelming. So once you're done with Rosetta Stone, you've done all of this, then you can leave Rosetta Stone. So I'm going to just go ahead and click out of Rosetta Stone, and I'm going to go back to modules, okay? And now I'm going to go to, I finished my Rosetta Stone, so now I'm going to do workbook assignment pages 1 through 4. So this will pull them up, and I can click here and it'll pull up the assignment, what the workbook pages are. I have to open it up. Opens up in a Word document. You can print it out. You can use a notebook and then just write these answers on a piece of paper and just write down 1 through 5 and write down your answers and go through and do these. And you're looking at definite articles, indefinite articles. There's going to be questions about these, so you want to know what's a definite article, what's an indefinite article. Okay. You're going to want to know what the pronouns are for he, she, they, and they, masculine or feminine, okay? So those are other things that you're learning. And then you're going to be making just short little sentences. You're going to get rid of the las niñas and replace it with they, feminine. And this, you'll get rid of el hombre and replace it with he, the word for he. You'll get rid of la mujer and replace it with the word for she. You'll get rid of los niños and replace it with the word for they, masculine. Okay, then we go down and we do some more on singular and plural. I want you to notice these verbs. It's actually, if you're talking about one person talking or 2 people talking, that will change how the verb is conjugated. And notice that here as well. Okay, so all right, you're done with that. You're not sure, did I do it right? Did I make mistakes? I don't know. So go to the next, and you can find out. It's your job to get the answer key, open it up, and take a look at it and check your own work. Okay, I expect you to check your own work. I expect you to go look and see, did I do it right or not? So these are all the correct answers. Now, if you just go straight to the correct answers, well, maybe that's your way of learning, but most people need to practice it and then check their answers and then fix anything that they need to work on, okay? Next, what do? You're going to go to a quiz, okay? And it's the quiz, it's a reflection on pages 1 through 4. It's not really much of a quiz, but it's just a few things in there that you can answer. And if you didn't get the high enough score that you wanted, like this one had a score of 6.5 out of 10, so this person can take the quiz again to get a higher score, okay? Gonna go back to modules, and so here we are. We've done the workbook pages, we've done the answer key, we've done the reflection, and now we're going to do quiz Unit 1, Level 1. And again, this student has already taken this quiz and they got 10 out of 10, so no need to take it again. Oh, actually, no, they didn't. They got 3 out of 10, but maybe it hasn't been completely scored yet, so they could take the quiz again. It might just be that I have to go in and finish scoring it, so could be just that 3 of them are computer scored right away. Okay, so that's it. That's how you kind of go back and forth. Just keep in mind that every week you have to start with you have to start with doing your Rosetta Stone work. Once you're done with your Rosetta Stone work, then you can do these other things. So this week, you're going to start with Rosetta Stone Lesson 1. When you're done with all of Lesson 1, all of the little sub-lessons and everything, then you're going to do these other things. And next week, we're going to do the same kind of thing, only with Lesson 2. Okay? You can contact me by emailing me, and that's the best way. You can also call me, but an email in the course is going to be really quick. Okay? All right. Hope this helps.